Cool, man. Well up.
All right.
All right. So,
Hello, good people. Hello. And this is episode 7 of the Search for Memphis and Dakota podcast. And our first live YouTube. I'm so excited.
can you see yourself?
Um, yes and no.
It's too small. Pause.
No, I can see myself.
Yes.
It's just I can't see myself completely because the camera is right up in my face.
Oh no, the camera needs to be in front of your face.
I mean, I get that, but you actually can't see myself, so myself is seeing myself with
I feel like if I put it on the other screen, you're gonna look over there.
probably so.
I don't want you to look over there. I want you to look ahead.
Well, then it's fine where it is, but you asked me, so that's what I said.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right, move on.
So, this week's episode, we will be discussing a couple of things. We're going to start off with the premiere of the O'Shea TV series that I am part of, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to make our way into talking about birth control and the good and bad effects of it. Do I agree with it? That kind of thing. But first, dude, we're live. Hello.
Keep going.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this past weekend on Saturday, we got to get all dressed up, which we don't really just get dressed up to go out. You know, we throw on a cute little outfit, Aaron's go to jeans and
Jeans, Jordans, and maybe a collar. If I can't get in without Jordans, I don't want to go.
yeah, whatever.
But I found a new thing I like.
And look, say man, my baby looks real good, okay? I was like, okay, I see you, boo. You're looking all suave and debonair. Oh, he looks real good, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Go check out my pictures. They up. You'll see them.
You posted them to the page?
No, but I will.
All right.
I didn't post them to the TCM page. But look, my sister's there. Hey, Tish. What's going on? I'm so excited. We have viewers. How many do we have? Just one? It's okay.
Looks like it was 4 at first. Now it's down to 1.
Hey, it doesn't matter. My sister's here. And, hey, that's all they really matters.
Oh no, I'm still 4. I am.
It is. Hello, all 4 people. Thanks for joining me on my first live on YouTube. But so the O'Shea TV series is pretty much chronicles what's going on today against black and brown people. And this past weekend on Saturday, we got all dressed up this big Hollywood red carpet premiere. And I got to walk the runway, you know, the red carpet in my cute little black dress and my bejeweled necklaces and everything. I thought it looked kind of cute, you know. And we sat and enjoyed everybody. Everyone looked so nice, okay? Dressed up, out on the town to see the premiere. And yes, I was in the first episode. I was so excited. What you think?
I thought it was pretty cool. It was a nice show. I liked your part, of course. I like some other parts of it, so I'm excited to see other episodes of this O'Shea. Does O'Shea mean anything? My African partner was trying to tell me O'Shea meant something in the African language, but I don't know if it's true or not. Do you know?
I do not know, but I will ask.
I know.
I'm going to ask Eric. What?
What?
Oh, Father. Yes, that has to do with him as well. But and they also announced that there will be several spin-offs from O'Shea that branch out from the O'Shea series called it the OCU, O'Shea Cinematic Universe. So it's gonna be a bunch of new things that are coming out. So y'all be looking out for that. Be looking out. I also when the episode 1 is live and ready to go, I'll share that with you guys. My sister is also a part of it, Courtney Coco Washington. So we looking out for her. She's a gorilla. Y'all, when that pop up, y'all will know. That's also one of the spin-offs. So there's a bunch of things happening with that. So I'm just excited. My little acting career is, it's starting to take off. Let me not say little. I'm gonna put that thing out there. It's not little. My career in acting is starting to, take off, which is cool. I'm really excited about that. My producer over there, my producer slash bodyguard slash manager slash all of that. He's gonna be wearing many hats, right? So yeah, so if you pop on and you have any questions, please ask, because hopefully Mr. Guy here will see them and tell me what you guys are saying if you have any questions. Hey, you guys out there, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the web pages, the Instagram, the social media pages. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, you can YouTube. We're here at the TCM Project. On Instagram, we're the TCM Project underscore 2004. On Facebook, with a search for Memphis and Dakota, which is my podcast here, viewing live here. And then we also have the web page. Make sure you check that out. I always have to look at the web page, man.
I'm working on getting us something called a campsite.
What is
The
that?
campsite will be just one link or one site, one link you can click on, and you'll be able to have access to everywhere we are on the web. I want to start directing people to our web page also. You can go to our web page and you can get all of the things that Dominique is doing, everything she's involved in. You'll be able to get every episode of the pod, any clips she uploads of little, what do you call the little short films or short skits that you do?
Scenes.
Yeah.
Just scene work. My reels will be going up soon. Just, the things that's going on in my life. Yes, Harlow, my little baby, my little bully, Harlow. But the web page, please check it out, share it, comment on it, hit me up, send me a message. That would like make my day, honestly, for real, it would. Web page is TCM Project, the number 5.wixsite.com. TCM Project 5 WIXSITE.com. It's a mosquito. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right. Yeah, after it bites me. So yeah, guys, do that. And we're also wherever you get your podcast. Apple, Google, Anchor, Breaker, Spotify, iHeart. Yeah, we're there. So
we're everywhere.
Yeah. So hey, glad you guys are here. So that's my little spiel, my little also in the O'Shea series, there's a couple of people. So based in Houston, so everything that happens in the O'Shea world is based right here. Everything is filmed here in Houston, so that's cool too. Houston, we blowing up, so you'll see a lot of people from the Houston area. We got some big names coming in to work with the series, which is really cool. So hey, y'all be looking out, all right? Cool. So today's topic of discussion, BC.
What does BC stand for?
Birth control. And I think since freshman year of college, I was on birth control.
So let me ask you a question about birth control, because we just had a conversation with a 17-year-old niece.
We did.
Who, mother wants her to be on birth control.
Correct.
Which I understand why. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. But explain to me what it's like as a 17, 18-year-old female starting birth control and you're starting to take a drug that you really don't know about and you don't understand what it can negatively or positively do to your body.
So I don't think at when I was that age, going into school, I just thought, okay, if I'm gonna be having sex, I want to be protected. Let me get on this birth control because that's pretty much all you knew.
Right.
It wasn't really said, okay, this is going to do anything specific other than weight gain. Be careful with taking birth control because you're likely to gain weight.
So at the point that you started taking birth control, that's all you knew was A, it will help me not be pregnant, and B, it might make me fat.
Right. So, that was mainly part of the reason, and the main reason for me not to, or for me to get on birth control was to control my bleeding, because.
So you were having issues with, you didn't know it at the time.
Right, I did not know it at the time.
But you probably had fibroids that early.
I think fibroids have been in my life since the beginning of my period. Because we don't know that, okay, your period, honestly, is really supposed to last, 3 or 4 days? Mine has always lasted 7. So when girls talk about, oh, my period's only here for 3 days, I'm like, what? How come? How? I never experienced that. So I'm like, oh, it's going to shorten my days, lessen my bleeding? Cool. Let me have it. But all they really told me was, hey, work out, eat good, because you could gain weight.
Right.
And that's all that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I was just like, I can deal with that. But later on down the line, I find out, oh, this can cause a whole bunch of other stuff.
Right.
That I didn't even want in my life.
But not to skip over points.
Mm-hmm.
But as you were trying to deal with the fibroids and the excessive bleeding, because you bled for months at a time, they would put you on more birth control.
Right. So there's so many types of birth control, right? So you have pills, which I was on, shot, I was on, IUD, I never had that. The ring, I had that. You helped with that. The implant.
Is that the thing that cuts stuff? The ring?
Yes.
Okay.
So, yes. So I've pretty much been on everything except the implant and the IUD. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I started taking birth control pills in 99. The fresh out of high school into college, that's when it started. But they don't tell you how it affects your hormones, and it also can aid in growing fibroids, because most of these birth control pills and such have high levels of estrogen in them, and fibroids are caused in part by estrogen
dominance, right?
Correct. So you're not getting. That's the thing with these doctors. They're not giving up all this information so you can make informed decisions. That's why it's very important for us to ourselves research. But at that time, I was young and not thinking and putting all my trust in doctors, thinking this is for the best, even though I did not even know about fibroids until 4 years later for me.
Right. So when was the first time you took birth control?
I was a freshman. In college.
So what, 18?
Yeah, 18, 19 years old.
So 18, 19 years old, you get on birth control.
Yep.
You get on birth control because you're having sex, but more importantly, you get on birth control to help regulate your bleeding.
Yes.
And you don't know that this could be adding to why you're having these bleeding problems.
Correct. So, and they say it's going to help regulate it, but in actuality, you could go longer You have sometimes you have spotting between your periods, and it's just a what if they you hope for the best, pretty much. Okay.
I feel like there were times when you had the package or the pack, you would skip the white pill. The white pill was
Oh, so the white pills. Okay, so you have your active pills, which I think that's how what you call them. Then you have like the white pills, which are placebo, which are fake pills, and that makes your period come on. So you have your cycle, your period, whatever. So you take the regular 27 days, then you go to 5 days with what is that? Um, so you can have your cycle, right? So I would, and a couple other, I'm sure plenty of women out there, once it gets to that time when you're supposed to take the white pill, you skip and you go back and start a new pack.
She said it could go on for a whole month. I don't know. I've never had a period. So I'm assuming she's saying that either A, she experienced it going on for a whole month, or B, she's asking you did your period last for a whole month.
Oh, either way it goes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, you've had periods for like 6 whole months.
I have. I've had a period for 6 months. I've had a period for 4 months. It just really depended on what my body decided it wanted to do for that time being. My body said, I'm in charge, and that's how it was. So even with me skipping the placebo pills, I was still having periods. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking the pill that's supposed to stop me from having periods, yet still I'm still having my cycle. So and now with fibroids and birth control pills, they have low estrogen.
So now they have some new shit where it's low estrogen.
So later on, when once I start finding out about
I can't cut on YouTube.
You can't?
I can't. Go ahead. I say harsh cuss words. Go ahead.
Oh Lord. So later on, as I got up on early in my age and finding out more about fibroids and what causes them, and knowing that estrogen is a big part of that, I asked my doctor. I said, "Okay, so you're prescribing me more pills?" I said, "Okay, you are prescribing me pills, but isn't estrogen a cause of fibroids?" She was like, "Well, yes, but this is low estrogen." I'm thinking to myself, I don't care if it's low. I already have enough in my body, as you can tell. So why are you prescribing me low estrogen? Oh, and there's one more. What is that called? Those pills. Oh my gosh, I had it written down. It's a progesterone pill, which regulates, which really regulates your cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Which I found out later on in life because I just knew it was girl. I'm lying. She must have looked. So it's a progesterone pill which has no estrogen. Pretty much, I can't even read my stuff. Jesus, I need to do better.
You need glasses, probably.
I don't need glasses. I'm fine. I just didn't mark it off as well. Shut up. You don't know my life. It's called a mini pill.
Okay.
And a mini pill is a progesterone only pill. So this that pretty much regulates your cycle without estrogen. Right. Okay. So once I found out about the fibroid, are you okay? Are you finished?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I did the pill, and then I did the depo, and they also gave me Lupron injection, which stops bleeding, pretty much sends you through menopause.
Those were like the extreme ones, though, right?
Yes. So
they didn't want to give you too many of those. I feel like you had at least 4.
Every time I went to have surgery, more than likely I took Lupron Depot to stop me
Because you had to stop from bleeding because you had low iron and blood shit.
Right. So they couldn't operate until that was under control because I could bleed out.
So let me ask you a question. I hope I'm not jumping around.
You probably are. You usually do. Go ahead.
Knowing what you know now, if you had a daughter or like any of the younger females in your life that are in their teens,
yes,
would you put them on birth control or suggest for them to go on birth control?
No. And I told them no.
And give us the reason why you wouldn't.
Partly is because my situation, and my nieces, they all know they've been around pretty much from the beginning of my journey with fibroids. They've seen me in pain. They've seen me balled up, crying, surgery after surgery after surgery after surgery. You know, they've seen it. I don't want them going through any of this. So I'm gonna tell them, hey, don't take it. Find a way around it if you can. I know y'all are grown, they're grown now. You're gonna do what you wanna do. You're gonna have sex, you're gonna have sex. Be careful, protect yourself, and if you feel that the pills are the way to go for you, then that's fine. But I'm saying if you have to go with the lowest amount of estrogen pill, you can. So I guess that would be doing the mini pill. But I'm not a fan of any of it.
So at what age did you realize what was going on with the birth control pills? What age was that?
Oh my gosh, how old am I now? I'm 40 now. This was probably about 37.
So from 18, 19 to 37, you didn't realize the damage that the birth control pills were doing to your body.
I had no idea about anything. Mm-hmm. Mainly because I did not do my research and learn for myself. I was counting on doctors and counting on them to steer me in the right direction. And all they were after was money, getting us doing the surgery. The first doctor, I had 3 surgeries with him. Oh, your fibroids back, gotta have surgery. Oh, your fibroids back, need to have surgery. And it wasn't until after the he was like, you said harsh curse words that you can't say apparently on YouTube, and told me you need to find a new doctor, and we did.
So, what are some of the alternatives to birth control?
Abstinence.
Outside of
that. Eating.
So you can control it through diet?
Now we're gonna talk about this in depth later on.
Right.
Some of one of the programs that I went through, but having an organic diet, pretty much vegan diet, organic, really was helpful for me in controlling the bleeding and the cramping and my fibroids. That seemed to be the most effective for me.
I remember when you did the program, it was a lot. It was pretty much being a vegan, right?
Yes.
So there was no meat involved.
None.
There was a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot of grains.
Beans. But certain beans, like I learned, like garlic is not so great for us dealing with fibroids. Broccoli is not. You're thinking you're doing great. You're having you're eating the proper foods. You're doing everything right. You're eating fruits and veggies, but some things you just aren't supposed to have. And that's what I learned doing that program. So we'll talk more about that later on.
It was like an alkaline diet, right? I might be saying it wrong, but it was a lot of essential we bought.
We did buy a lot of essential. We alkaline up and drinking a lot more water, which helped, which I need to get back on. But drinking a lot of water, Staying away from sugars, all sugars, starches, um, white food, rice, potatoes, all the things that we really love to eat, we probably should stray away from those.
So let me ask you a question. There's some females who take birth control and don't have any issues. Why is that?
I can't even tell you. I have the slightest idea. There are some women who have fibroids all their life and they don't bother them. And that's when, if they, like I said, if they're not bothering you, don't bother them. But then there's women like me, these suckers pop up and they come with the vengeance. So everybody is different. Hormones come into play. Um, so it just whatever comes at you, you know. So let me see here because you keep throwing me out sometimes.
I do.
And I be having to get back on track.
You do.
Lord, where was I? Let's see. Yeah, I hit that point. Had I known from the beginning about the what the pills could do with growing fibroids, I probably would have never taken them from drugs. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also here I was reading up and said you have all these side effects from birth control.
So what are some of the side effects?
Which probably pretty much mimic what you go through with PMS anyway.
Do you have a list of the side effects?
Of course.
Give them to us.
So you deal with nausea, sore or swollen breast, spotting between periods, which I mentioned. Lighter periods, everyone wants a lighter period, so I can't really be mad at that. Mood changes, mild headaches, and I pretty much experienced all of them except maybe lighter periods.
It sounds like COVID too.
You think everything is COVID?
Man, I get a headache. I think I got the COVID.
You get anything, splinter, you say you got COVID. But hey, that's your shit. So, yeah, like I was saying here, says if you do decide to take the pill, try the low estrogen pill, which which is the mini pill, which is a progesterone pill. You know, I just I can see her with the laughing faces with COVID. So, dang it, since you made me. What was I looking at? So here, okay, the progesterone pill. It says these work by thickening the cervical mucus, so it's difficult for sperm to enter the uterus.
What is cervical uterus?
Cervical mucus.
What is cervical mucus?
So you have the cervix,
right,
and it puts out this barrier, like mucus only from the. Yeah.
I thought Dr. Seeley said mucus is what causes disease.
I don't know what Dr. Seeley said. That's your guy.
I thought he said if you rid the body of mucus, you rid the body of disease.
I think you have to have certain things in your body, especially in the area, to function.
You're right. I'm not the expert.
But that I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I said, I am no doctor.
I don't have one. You know better than me.
I don't have one. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a PhD or anything like that. I'm just going with my experiences and things I've gone through. And I don't have a cervix anymore, so yeah, so and that's pretty much really all you need. Anything anyway is something that's gonna prevent sperm from breaking into your uterus and impregnating you. No, not you.
No, not me.
So yeah, that's that. What else was going on? Most important. You have to discuss these things, with your doctor beforehand. Hopefully you find a doctor that you trust and who is all about your well-being and giving you a plan that works best for you, and is going to be straight up with you about everything from the side effects to long-term issues that may come up. Then you make sure you find you a good doctor. And it took me a minute to find one, but I did find a pretty good doctor at the end there. So, yeah. Any questions from anyone? 'Cause that's pretty much it on my birth control spiel.
I don't see any questions from anyone. Hopefully, we can get some questions through the website,
Please.
and we can answer them on the next pod.
I will.
What do we have looking forward to for next week?
Next week is probably we'll be discussing the program that I went through. So we'll get more in depth with food, what you should and shouldn't eat, how long it takes, or
That should be pretty informative because you mentioned.
I got so much information that blew my mind. It was so much coming at me at one time. I thought I was just like, I didn't know. Really? Oh, like it was so much. But I'll be sharing some information about that and certain minerals and that you should take into your body. I hear sea moss is great. It's probably great to have and works with getting rid of fibroids too. I'm not sure. I'm gonna
You won't take the sea moss. You don't like the ginger and turmeric sea moss that
I will put it in a smoothie.
The sea moss gel I mix with the it's the power of sea moss.
No.
If you're in Houston and you want to get some great sea moss, it's called Power of Sea Moss. We'll throw the we'll put the website in our socials if you guys want to check it out.
You remember when you told me that the doctors wasn't paying me?
Yeah.
He's not paying us.
Nah, he's pretty cool though.
I do, cause
I'm gonna tell him
he's a cool guy. His wife's cool, great, love him. But again, they're not paying us. Right. So, hey, y'all know how to find stuff. Look it up. Amen and amen again. Really? Dude, you are so disrespectful.
I'm gonna tell him I plugged him on our pod that has 146 listens.
And he needs to give you a discount on your next
You got soap when you weren't supposed to get it.
You just told the people.
Damn.
See? You see what you do? You see you don't listen? Hard headed. Y'all see? This is what happens. Men don't listen. That's another topic for another day though. I love you, Papa. So to my listeners and viewers out there today, man, I'm so glad y'all joined me. It really made me smile, touched my heart. This dang mosquito is gonna kill me. But I'm so glad y'all was able to join with me today. And make sure y'all keep listening. I'm sure I'll be talking again with going on auditions for something that's happening. I'm determined to get in a movie and TV and whatever else that is for me. And I'm determined for this podcast to really go somewhere. And I really hope that I'm able to share and inform anyone. If I'm able to help any one person, then I know that I'm doing something right. And that's all that really matters to me with regards to this podcast. So I thank you all for joining me on this first YouTube live. There will be many more to come. So yeah, please make sure you share and comment. And I think that's about it. So you guys, I love you. I love you guys so much. And until next time, live grow, and love yourself through the process. Peace out.